Welcome back to the channel. To those of you that are new and you have not subscribed at all, please click on the subscribe button. I really need you to subscribe basically, and I want you to actually like. Also make your comments. I would love to watch out for it. So let's take a look at New Zealand dollar to our JPY, Japanese yen. So basically, I've highlighted some key levels and I've some small levels that we need to watch out for before price reacts. First, basically, if you take a look at it fully, this is kind of like a range market move. If you have to see it, you can take this low to be our support level, and you can take a look at this highs to be our resistance level. So you can see once there is a rejection from our resistance, we tend to have a drop to the support, then our resistance, then a drop to the support, our resistance. This is a drop to the support. What are we going to be expecting next? We would continue to have that bullish move to our resistance level. So basically, we have about 3 to 4 weeks to actually take out this resistance level. Yes, we have about 3 4 weeks to actually hit this level. So what I'm trying to say is that New Zealand dollar to JPY will continue to go bullish, and we will very much likely possibly get a massive bullish move on New Zealand JPY this week. So let's see now on my daily time frame, right? So I've actually highlighted some levels here, which is kind of a little bit of a reaction level. Let me highlight it. So one thing I am watching out for on this New Zealand dollar to JPY is a bit of a drop, then an impulse move will be made, right? So that is what I'm watching out for. An impulse move to around a level of 84, 85. Let's say 85. 85 makes sense. Once it can hit that level of 85, I believe a little bit of a correction will be made, then a breakout to be played out. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that New Zealand dollar to JPY is very much going to give us a bullish move. But before we actually make that bullish move, we very much likely to get a little bit of a correction. Yes, we are very much likely to get a little bit of a drop before you actually go. So the thing is that is the entry point. So that is what I'm going to give it out. Basically, I should have given out this entry point to my subscriber, but I'm just going to my Patreon subscriber, which I will introduce to you soon. I'm supposed to give out these entry points to my Patreon subscriber, but because you are my subscriber on YouTube, I'm going to give it to you. So one thing we would want to actually watch out for before you actually take this buy, I must probably think or say that wait for multiple break or structure upward on the 30 minutes time frame. If price continues to drop, no problem. That is not our goal. Our goal is to buy New Zealand dollar JPY. So if you go ahead and sell, you are very much likely to get stopped out. If you go ahead and buy, you are very much likely to get stopped out. All what we want to do is get a buy set up, because the goal is to take a buy on New Zealand dollar to JPY. So one thing is that probably you can wait for this structure to be broken. Break of structure, maybe one structure, structure two, and probably structure three. So you can go ahead, probably you can enter the trade as structure two. So maybe once price kind of come to this same level, you are very much likely to have a correction here, then another impulse move, a correction. Maybe that will now be an entry point to actually go ahead and take your buy up. So if you now go to the daily time frame, it will look something like this, especially when you take the buy here to take out this ice. That will be giving about 97 pips, which is not bad. Like I said, also once we kind of get here a little bit of a correction, then price will actually break out. So if you can hold it for long, you are very much likely to get 100 plus pips. Like I said, it is better you actually don't take a trade than to take a trade and lose your money. The reason why I'm saying that you should actually wait for kind of like multiple breakout structure upward is, basically not to lose your money, because there's every possibility that New Zealand dollar JPY will actually drop, which I don't really think it will happen, but there's every possibility it will drop. In order to save you from that, just probably be patient enough, let the structure to be broken, and probably this second structure to be broken before you take that buy. But one thing I think is from here is that this is kind of like a movement upward, which we kind of start going, but a confirmation needs to play out before you take that buy. So that is what I have. Now, to those of you that are actually losing, you're actually having a failed trade. One thing is that I've created a Patreon channel. I'm going to put out trade for the week. and also trade for the day. Last 2 weeks, we actually had a successful trade. Last week, we also had a successful trade. This week also, I'm going to be putting out some trade. I've actually put out about 3 trade for the week. Trade that we'll be looking at for this week, which is WTI, USD, the Chinese yuan. We'll also be looking at Nasdaq 100 for this week. And I've also put out 2 trade we will be looking out for on Monday. So if in case you're interested in this, trade with us, get, better trade from us. High probability trade, not just anyhow trade. Trade that you have chances of winning such trade. That is what I will be putting out there. So become one of my Patreon subscriber. I'll put the link in the comment section. Once you become it, you actually get a better trade from me. So thank you very much. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not.